Well, you know that old saying about seeing something new or different every time you come to the ballpark? Have any of us ever seen a manager ejected for something a fan said? Well, neither has Aaron Boone, but that's exactly what happened. 5 pitches into this one, Yanks fall to the Oakland A's here at the stadium 2-0, and I'm still kind of scratching my head about the sequence of events there in the first inning. There's a hit by pitch, and Boone is chirping from the dugout, which is all fairly routine, and Hunter Wendelstedt, the plate umpire, says, hey, I don't want to hear any more about it. Boone was trying to make the point about not needing to check with the first base umpire, kind of routine stuff. And that's where things get weird because the television camera, the S Network, had it trained directly on Boone. He didn't say a word. Whatever Wendelstedt heard at that point came from behind the dugout where there was a fan seated in the first row, and you can see it. It syncs up clear as day. And then Wendelstedt reacts and says, Boone, you're gone. And Aaron, quite understandably, runs out there and says, I didn't say anything. And what the part that I'm scratching my head about, the part that still doesn't make sense here is that Wendelstedt, hours later, did not back off that. Now, a pool reporter went down to the umpire's locker room and talked to Wendelstedt about it, and he said that he had not seen a replay yet, but he was still operating on the assumption, it seems like anyway, that whatever he heard came from the Yankee dugout. He acknowledged at one point that it may not have been, probably not from Boone, but he still thought it came from a player or a coach, even though Boone repeatedly went out there and said it was a fan. You saw Brad Ausmus pointing into the seats, Boone as well. I don't know, very, very strange. And Boone clearly was upset and it said it was embarrassing. And I am curious to see how that is all going to resolve itself. But it's strange because Wendelstedt said that even if it didn't come from Boone, then Boone is responsible because he's the manager of the Yankees. And so is he responsible for what happens in the dugout? Sure. Is he responsible for what happens above it? I don't think so. Anyway, what happened in the dugout was not much offensively anyway. Yanks held to 3 hits in this one as J.P. Sears went 6 scoreless against them. Yanks waste a really, really good outing by Carlos Rodon, who pitched 7 innings and allowed just 1 hit. He held the A's hitless into the 5th inning. And the back end of that Oakland bullpen, man, that was something to watch. I haven't seen Mason Miller in person yet, but wow, he got the top of the order there in the 9th after Zach Geloff hit a 2-run homer off Victor Gonzalez. That was the only scoring in the game. And in succession, Miller dispatching Anthony Volpe, 102. Juan Soto, 103. Aaron Judge, 102. And that was quite a show here on a Monday afternoon at Yankee Stadium. So the back end of that bullpen, that's how the A's have won a lot of their games there. The leads they've been able to get, the bullpen locks it down. So something to watch over the next 3 games as this series continues here. Aaron Judge, by the way, continues to struggle. He went 0 for 4 today. He is 3 for 28 with 16 strikeouts in his last 7 games. Juan Soto said after the game, hey, we're not worried. You know, he's grinding out there, and when he gets it, he's going to get it. So what the Yankees will do is come on back here tomorrow and try and even up this series with the Oakland A's. It'll be Marcus Stroman on the mound opposite Paul Blackburn. So we'll see you then. And tomorrow is a night game. Yay! A night game after 3 consecutive day games here in the Bronx. So that's the Hokey Pokey. That's what it's all about. Once again, your final score was the A's 2 and the Yankees 0. We'll see you tomorrow.